In a stunning twist that has left the global music scene buzzing, BTS's Jin has emerged as the most voted solo idol at the 2025 Mnet Asian Music Awards, MAMA, triggering an emotional wave of fan celebration and global media coverage. What began as a close race among top K-pop names turned into an outright phenomenon as Jin, backed by the unwavering loyalty of ARMY, pulled ahead in the final voting hours, breaking previous voting records and once again redefining what fan power looks like. But what truly shocked fans and critics alike wasn't just the numbers, it was what Jin said after the win. An emotional, heartfelt moment that is now being quoted across every major American media outlet. Appearing virtually after the announcement, Jin wiped away tears and said, "This isn't just my award. This is our moment. ARMY, you gave me courage when I doubted myself. You believed even when I disappeared. You fought for me, and I'll never forget that." Within minutes, platforms like CNN Entertainment, Billboard, and Rolling Stone published headlines like BTS's Jin surges past expectations thanks to a fanbase that won't let go and a win for love, how Jin's fans rewrote the MAMA voting game. The emotional gravity of his speech, coupled with the sheer volume of support from global armies, has created what many are calling the Jin effect, a reawakening of global attention toward the quiet but powerful force that Jin has become post-military service. HYBE has yet to issue a full statement, but an insider reportedly told Korean media that Bang Si-hyuk was visibly moved watching Jin's speech and said to staff, "That's why we believed in him. That's why Jin was never just a member, he's a legacy." Social media exploded with tributes and edits, many featuring clips from Jin's solo tour Run Seokjin EP and his latest Gucci campaigns using hashtags like #MAMA2025Jin, #Jin deserves everything, and #ARMY with Seokjin. On TikTok, fans began stitching clips of Jin crying with their own emotional reactions, some receiving millions of views overnight. With this MAMA win, Jin is now poised to dominate award season in Asia and possibly cross into more international music recognition, a possibility Billboard and Variety have already hinted at. As the world watches, one thing is now clear. Jin's return isn't just a comeback, it's a cultural reset. And this MAMA moment may be remembered as the night Jin didn't just win an award, he reminded the world what real fan love can accomplish. Less than 24 hours after Jin's tearful speech swept across the globe, the ripple effects of his victory at the 2025 Mnet Asian Music Awards are being felt far beyond the K-pop community. What initially seemed like a celebratory moment for fans has turned into a cultural firestorm, fueling headlines, panel discussions, think pieces, and even political commentary. The scale of Jin's influence is no longer up for debate. It's becoming a defining feature of modern pop history. American morning shows and talk shows react. By morning, major American TV shows like Good Morning America, The View, and Today all aired segments replaying Jin's emotional acceptance. One anchor called it a masterclass in humility and global connection, while another referred to ARMY as a force more organized than any political campaign in the US this year. The most viral moment came when Jimmy Fallon, a longtime supporter of BTS, reposted the clip with a personal message. "Proud of you, Seokjin. Let's talk soon. The chair's always open." Fans immediately speculated that Jin might return to The Tonight Show as a solo guest, something that hasn't happened since BTS appeared as a group in 2022. The possibility of Jin performing solo in the US for his encore campaign has sent anticipation skyrocketing. HYBE's strategic silence and industry implications. What raised eyebrows even further was HYBE's silence following the win. The label typically issues celebratory posts or official statements after such high-profile victories. But this time, there was only a single retweet from the official BTS account, quoting Jin's words without commentary. Industry insiders believe HYBE is currently in deep discussion over how to reposition Jin following this unprecedented wave of solo recognition. A source close to HYBE told Korean media, "No one saw this level of response coming. Even internally, many are stunned. Jin's team is already receiving campaign offers and award show invitations that weren't on the table 2 days ago." Global brand power accelerates. Beyond music, fashion houses, luxury watch brands, and even global charities have started to circulate Jin's name in campaign whispers. His Gucci partnership, which recently went viral after a teaser for an upcoming shoot, is now expected to expand into a global ambassadorship with full control over creative direction, a rare privilege even among Hollywood A-listers. Fashion critic Leela Monroe, editor at Vogue Runway, tweeted, "Jin doesn't just wear the look, he translates it. His stage presence at the encore, followed by a tearful moment in Dior and a Gucci teaser? Unmatched storytelling. This is how you build a brand and a legacy." ARMY's role, the engine behind the empire. Back on social media, ARMY is trending in nearly every major language. From Jakarta to Sao Paulo, fan unions organized massive LED truck displays, charity drives, and even celebratory street parades. Many posts highlight that this isn't just about voting or popularity, it's about recognition. One viral X post with over 2.3 million views reads, "Jin didn't have to shout, he didn't overpromote. He served his country, came back quietly, gave us music that healed, and we showed up for him because he never left us." This sentiment has deeply resonated not just with fans, but with casual listeners, industry veterans, and even celebrities. Coldplay's Chris Martin, who had previously collaborated with BTS, liked several fan posts and reposted an old backstage video with the caption, "His spirit is pure gold." What's next? World tour, award season, and the Grammys? Speculation is now boiling over that Jin's next solo concert will be a full-scale arena tour starting in 2026, possibly under a renewed global campaign between Gucci and Hyuk. While nothing has been confirmed, fans are already analyzing airport arrivals, set lists, leaked schedules, and music industry interviews for hints. And the biggest wildcard? The 2026 Grammy Awards. Rumors are circulating that Jin may be considered for a nomination under the Global Music category or even Best Pop Solo Performance. Variety's latest editorial reads, "If the Recording Academy is paying attention, they can't ignore Jin anymore. He isn't just a member of the biggest band in the world, he's redefining what it means to come back stronger." The verdict. Jin's Mama victory wasn't just a win, it was a cultural pulse check, proving that authenticity, emotional honesty, and artistic evolution resonate deeply in a world often driven by algorithms and shock value. He didn't need scandals, provocations, or massive promo. He needed one thing: truth and a fan base willing to carry it. As the echoes of Jin's Mama 2025 victory continue to ripple through the entertainment world, a bigger question has begun dominating headlines and talk shows alike. Is Jin now the face of a new generation of K-pop, not just as an idol but as a global brand? What was once a speculative hope whispered among ARMY circles has become a high-stakes conversation across industries, continents, and even award institutions like the Grammys. The Grammys watch Jin closely. Is a nomination on the horizon? The Recording Academy has long been criticized for its lack of proper representation of international artists, especially within K-pop. But Jin's encore concert, Mama Award win, and staggering streaming success have placed him in an unignorable spotlight. His 2025 solo album Echo, which crossed 870 million Spotify streams, has surpassed benchmarks typically associated with Grammy-nominated artists in the global music and pop solo categories. A Billboard editor, in a now viral interview, stated, "It's no longer a question of can Jin be nominated. It's a question of whether the Grammys are ready to evolve their standards to match global reality." What makes Jin's case even more compelling is the critical acclaim. His Metacritic score of 81 over 100 for Echo is one of the highest for a male K-pop soloist in history. The track Don't Say You Love Me, paired with an artful cinematic video featuring K-drama actress Shin Seokjin, has been praised by Western critics for its emotional storytelling and vocal maturity. And while no official Grammy campaigns have been launched by Hyuk or Big Hit yet, ARMY has already begun tagging Recording Academy officials, starting petitions, and launching awareness campaigns with hashtags like #Jin for Grammys and #Echo deserves gold. Gucci, Dior, and a fashion industry at his feet. In a time when many artists struggle to define their post-military identity, Jin has turned his discharge into a full-force rebranding, positioning himself as not just a musician but a fashion icon. His dual cover shoot for Harper's Bazaar Korea in December 2025 set a new standard in fashion editorials, balancing bold haute couture with soft, introspective visuals that conveyed a new chapter of artistic evolution. It's no surprise then that Gucci has doubled down. Not only has Jin's campaign gone viral with teasers and billboards in Tokyo, Paris, and Milan, but internal reports suggest that Gucci plans to grant Jin full creative consultation rights for their upcoming capsule collection tied to the 2026 BTS World Tour. Fashion insiders say this is unprecedented. Gucci hasn't offered this kind of creative freedom since their early collaborations with Harry Styles, said Amelia Forbes, senior fashion editor at The Cut. What Jin has is rare, restraint, elegance, and a gaze that communicates more than a runway walk ever could. Bang Seokjin's reaction. A proud, strategic silence. Despite widespread media pressure, Bang Seokjin, HYBE's executive chairman, has remained largely silent about Jin's achievements. But a recent closed-door panel held by the Korean Music Content Association revealed an interesting slip from one of HYBE's high-ranking strategists. There was concern about Jin's solo trajectory after military service, especially with group activities on hold. But now, he's not just doing fine, he's rewriting our playbook. Bang Seokjin was later quoted in Chosun Ilbo saying, "Jin has always walked his own path. It's not that we underestimated him, it's that we didn't realize how loud silence could speak when delivered with sincerity." This subtle but powerful nod confirms what fans already knew. Jin's journey wasn't built on hype, it was built on heart. Social media tsunami. ARMY breaks the internet again. Following his encore and award victory, Jin-related hashtags have now spent over 72 hours trending globally, with fans from every corner of the globe translating his speech, posting tribute videos, and flooding digital platforms with art, dance covers, fan edits, and heartfelt messages. TikTok exploded with the Number Warmancore Challenge, where fans share emotional moments tied to Jin's music, while YouTube creators from music reactors to vocal coaches are dissecting every frame of his encore performance, praising his control, tone, and emotional delivery. One top comment on a viral TikTok sums it up best. "He's not the loudest, he's not the flashiest. But when Jin sings, the world listens." Will BTS reunite on stage? Or is Jin leading a new era alone? As the June 2026 BTS group return looms closer, fans and media alike wonder, will this resurgence of solo success shift the group dynamic? Some speculate that Jin's solo momentum could delay full group activities, or lead to a creative arrangement where members pursue parallel careers under the BTS brand. A Japanese fan publication reported that BTS's management is considering a hybrid model, joint appearances at select award shows and festivals, while members continue with individual music and brand campaigns. But Jin himself addressed this in a subtle but moving Instagram story. "The stage is never mine alone. I carry their voices in my silence." The legacy is just beginning. As Jin rides this unprecedented wave of global acclaim, it's clear that this isn't a comeback, it's a new beginning. One that blends nostalgia with ambition, humility with grandeur, and simplicity with sophistication. The world isn't just watching Jin anymore. It's looking to him for what comes next.